Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today is another horror talk. It's long and anticipated. It's been a while, but like I said, once in a blue moon, I do horror talks. But today, we're tackling one of the longest horror franchises recorded in history that I know of, and that is this film right here, Phantasm. And today, I got a guest with me. He's my first subscriber ever / cousin. But it's Greg. Come on, Greg.
Hey, everybody.
Today we're going to talk about Phantasm. And what do you like about Phantasm?
I love that it's just a weird. It's like a weird fever dream, you know. Like,
yeah, and the thing is, it is based on a dream.
Yeah, it is.
Don Coscarelli.
Yeah, he had the spear that chased him, and just like in the actual movies. Yeah, mm-hmm. I mean, there's so much to it. It's such a weird story, but it works really well.
Yes, it's also a very complex franchise.
It's very complex because, like, is it real? Is it not real? Is it all
a dream?
Is it all in his mind? Like, it leaves you with more questions than it answers, I feel like.
So we're going to tackle some of the things on here. We have a list here, and one thing I noticed is I want to talk about here is the spears. What is your favorite spear of all time?
Favorite spear kill?
Like spear or favorite
actual spear. I think the one in Ravager with all the spikes on it that's a red is pretty cool. Like, it's the standout kind of, unique spear. But I will say my favorite spear kill is from part 2. The one that goes into the guy's back and like goes all the way up and ends up coming out of his mouth. That one's just
and he's like moving all over.
Yeah, and it's all like, that one's super memorable. I mean, that one's just like, man.
Do you have any other ones?
I like that one. How about the one that's kind of underrated, I feel like, is in Ravager, the farmhand. He just gets it right in the neck, which like seems worse than the head to me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like that one was just like, man, that poor farmhand. He was just minding his own business.
Oh yeah.
Plus, he didn't speak English. I have no idea what language he was speaking, but like he didn't know what was going on.
Oh yeah, my favorite was probably the one that sawed off that guy's ear.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good one.
And the one that you were talking about too. Where
from
it's like
2?
Spins like a drill.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool ones. There's even one that I always loved. It's sort of this reference, and it is the laser. It's like the sensor. Yeah, that's really cool. I liked that.
So they never really explained who controls the spears.
Yeah, that's
because,
one thing.
Like, is it the tall man or is it not?
I think it might be the tall man.
I mean, it could be, but then it also seems like, I don't know. It always seems like it's not really like. He's not really controlling them? I don't really know. Like I said, more questions than it answers, that's for sure. It leaves you with more questions.
Alright, well, let's go to the next one. Favorite movie or sequel?
Okay.
Franchise.
Okay, so...
Any of them.
I mean, they're all good. I like all of them. But I will say this, my initial watch, I think the second one was my favorite. I mean, it had the biggest budget, you can tell.
Yeah, that's
it had
my
the best
favorite
effects.
sequel.
And actually, on this last rewatch just recently, I think 3 might be my favorite, honestly. I really liked 3.
It had a lot of comedy elements.
It did. It was good.
Rambo kid.
Yeah, the Rambo kid was awesome. Like that, and just I really enjoyed 3 quite a bit.
Some people say that Don Coscarelli stole from Sam Raimi. But I don't buy. I think he had like later on, because like when Deadites, he had the zombies in 3.
Yeah.
I mean, even the reference to his, the Easter egg in 2, when they cremation.
Yeah.
But I think they all did their own thing.
Yeah, I don't buy it. I mean, it was different enough from Sam Raimi's Evil Dead that
they're all original
I don't think
ideas.
it. Yeah. How about that Rambo kid though, man? Like Just cold-blooded killer, man. Like, he had the doll with the knives that swung down.
He's not taking no shit.
And then, like, that guy falls into that pit he dug, and he just cold-bloodedly just shoots him.
It's basically great.
Yeah. Then they bury him, yeah.
Well, yeah, my favorite movie or sequel, my favorite would probably be just the first 2.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to kind of get that Blu-ray of just the first 2, but, hey, I don't need it. I got this, but the Blu-ray's pretty cool, but... yeah, I'd say the first 2 are my favorite because the first one's just, it's so eerie. Like when Mike's in that graveyard.
Oh, in the beginning, the first one?
In that dream that nightmare sequence, and all the zombies grab him and the tall man's going like this. Yeah. That was pretty intense for like the time.
Definitely, I mean, that's another thing about this franchise is it spans, what, 4 decades? First one was in 79?
79 to, I think, 2015
Yeah,
or
2016 was Ravager.
Yeah.
So these movies are just like every decade almost.
Every
decade gets a Phantasm movie, it seems like.
Yeah. But, I love Reggie Bannister. He's a Vietnam vet, Beretta.
Green Beret.
Green Beret turned Ice Cream.
Plus he plays a mean guitar.
Yeah, you gotta love that that song, that folk song, because he's a folk singer.
Yeah, he's a folk singer.
I can't remember the name of it. It's in the first movie.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that was such a chill song.
Yeah.
And it's just I think the Tall Man's underrated when it comes to like horror icons.
Sure. Yes, I mean you would think with 4 movies that span that long, like you think of like iconic horror like movie monsters or whatnot. You got like the modern day 80s and ones you have like Michael Myers and Jason.
Yeah.
And people don't throw the Tall Man in there, and I think he's definitely
underrated.
He's definitely underrated. Angus Scrimm, he is awesome. They don't throw him in that same lexicon with all the other ones, and I think he deserves to be in there. He's a freaking.
He's an icon.
He's a great villain.
He was there with Myers. At the time,
for sure.
Like at the time, they were the OGs. Him and Leatherface, of course.
Yeah, and here's the thing: if they ever try to remake this franchise, I don't think they're going to be able to find someone that's good that can replace Angus Scrimm. He's he was just perfect for the role.
He was a creepy.
He was an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Underrated villain for sure.
But yeah, I agree. Angus Scrimm, rest in peace. You were awesome. Let's talk about those dwarf monks for a second.
Yes, we have to.
Yes.
Do you have?
Think about those?
I mean, it's really weird. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, a lot of things in this movie franchise doesn't make any sense. They tried to
explain it towards in 3 and 4.
Yeah, they kind of did.
They put the brains in the spheres.
Yeah, I mean, he's shrinking down people. Yeah, and they're interdimensional. Yeah, those weird gate things with the 2 bars that only go about this high.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have a favorite kill for the dwarves?
Oh, for the killing the dwarf?
The dwarf kills?
Okay,
because I definitely
believe
have
it's.
One.
I think it's 4, where he. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong, but 4 where he takes the quadruple barrel shotgun and goes, and then one by one they fall out of the trees.
That's my favorite. I think that's 3.
Yeah,
it's either 3 or 4.
I couldn't remember.
That was my favorite. I think it was 2 where they were on the stairs and he did the same thing where he shot all 4 of them. That's freaking awesome.
I will mention, before I forget, in my early video, the top 5 chainsaw fights, I had the chainsaw fight
from part
with Reggie
2. Yes,
and
indeed.
that minion.
He's got that tiny little chainsaw,
and then he was got
the
huge chainsaw.
Huge chainsaw. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't forget to mention that.
That's right. I mean, how did Reggie come out on top on that one?
He's Reggie. He's a Vietnam vet.
That's right. It's Reggie.
But that's awesome. Let's see what else we got here on the list.
What are we going on to now? I've got one. How about favorite character outside of the main cast? No Jody, no Jody, Reggie, or
side
Mike.
Character?
Yeah, a side character. You have a favorite side character from one of the movies?
Let's see here. I like the dwarf guy in Part 5.
That's what I was going to say. I love Chunk.
He's suicide
Chunk is
bombs.
great. Yeah, he's got the grenades on the vest. I was just going to say that guy. That guy's my favorite, probably.
Let's talk about the Hemi-Kuda.
Oh yeah, the Hemi-Kuda. Yeah, it's iconic in this franchise.
Muscle. Oh, I showed that to one of my other cousins, and he could not stop talking about it because he's never seen Phantasm. He's like,
crazy.
Let's talk about the cars more. We'll watch the movies.
Yeah, watch the movies. Yeah,
but just imagine having
definitely an iconic car for the franchise. I mean, you can't think of Phantasm without thinking about that Hemi-Kuda.
Oh yeah,
I can't.
Yeah, I love that car.
I love in Ravager when the guy steals his car from him and Reggie gets the car back by pulling the gun on him, and then he's like, "Get the fuck out of my car!" It's fantastic.
That was great, and then he left him with his ice cream.
Yeah. Then got killed by a spear, if I remember correctly.
Like seconds later.
Yeah.
Let's see what else is on the list here. Okay, favorite moment? Do you have a favorite moment in the movie, in any of the franchise or movies?
Things that stick out to me. One in Ravager when the spears come out of the woman's tits. That's that was like, wow, they went there with that. It was impressive.
Thanks.
I mean, what else can you use? It was the 5th movie,
It's gotta get
gotta
cheesy
do something.
somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so one of my favorite moments would be there's so many because it's such a long franchise. But I would have to say in 2 when they put the sulfuric acid in the embalming fluid. And then he's like, suck on this. Like the
awesome.
Mike that's like not Mike.
Yeah.
But he's he releases the spear in his head, and then one of the characters like sticks this needle
the embalming needle,
and he just melts.
Oh yeah,
That's my favorite.
Some good
scene
effects
in the whole movie.
Some good effects. Can I say also in part 2 that scene where they go down to the basement and then there's that like creature thing that comes out of the back of the woman? Like that was really cool.
Yeah,
like that came out of nowhere.
Like I think it was supposed to be the tall man.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
because he talks like him.
Yeah, he did talk like him. But yeah, that was really cool looking. Really good effects. Just a weird thing that happens in this franchise.
That's a good one. There's a lot of good ones. What about the one where they blow up the house and Angus Tallman doesn't?
He doesn't flinch at all. He just keeps walking.
That was cool.
Apparently, that was like a one take thing.
He just nailed it. Last Drive and
Joe mentions that.
But any other favorite moments? There's so many to talk about.
I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in there. I don't know. We could probably move on.
It's the road trip to hell that you just keep going.
It definitely is.
Ravager had a cool one with the giant spheres.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that, yeah. They shot lasers. They shot down buildings. Yeah. It almost turned into like a kaiju Godzilla movie for a little bit.
It was post-apocalyptic.
Yeah. Can I say, rewatching Ravager... man, it's kind of a depressing entry because Reggie's in that like nursing home or whatever.
Because you don't know if he has dementia.
Yeah, and you know if it's like he's just has dementia or if it's actually happening. And Mike is all Mike is like, no, you have dementia, Reggie. It's not real. But then is it real? Think. And then I think he convinces him, but who knows if that's all in Reggie's mind? That one was a little depressing rewatching poor Reggie in that wheelchair.
Yeah, but he pulled out of it.
Yeah, he did.
So I just want to say, whoever's watching this, you make sure you watch the movie first.
Yeah. This is a spoiler.
This is definitely spoiler. You should definitely watch all 5.
Yeah.
Let's see what else here. Let's talk about the Tall Man. We touched base on him a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
what's your favorite Tall Man moment?
Oh man, I actually really like part 3 because it gives you the origins of him. He was this friendly scientist guy, and then he just I guess stumbled into the wrong dimension or whatever.
He was in the Civil War.
Yeah, it was Civil War. Yeah, he was an inventor, I guess, and he somehow created the portals or whatever and stumbled into them, and then never really explains how he actually or why or how he became the Tall Man. Yeah. Plus, also there's multiple Tall Mans because they kill him almost every movie. But then
you find that out later.
He's back.
It just keeps coming.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I like when in the first one. This is a Tall Man moment. I like in the first one where they cut where Mike's getting chased and then his fingers get cut.
Oh yeah, in the door.
Mike cuts 4 of the 5 of them off, and blood yellow. Glue
the yellow embalming.
But later he keeps one in his jacket.
Yeah, that's a good.
And then him and his brother it comes to life.
Yeah, it becomes this little monster
weird little creature. That's one of my favorite. Cool. It's technically a Tall Man.
Yeah, definitely. Can I say I like how they revealed how the Tall Man because he's creepy. Obviously, at the beginning of the first one, he's obviously a creepy guy. Yeah. He works at the mortuary or whatever. But then Mike is spying on everything, in the bushes, and he sees the Tall Man just pick up an entire casket by himself and throw it in the back of the hearse. That's your first hint of this guy's not a normal guy.
He's supernatural.
Yes, exactly. That was a cool moment, just,
Yeah. Let's see, what else we got here? I want to talk about, let's see here. How about the dimension where the
red planet, I guess?
Where the dwarf monks come from. What do you think that is?
I have no idea. It's it's all red and just barren and just has the doors. You don't really see much of it, I guess. I don't really know. And I guess the Tall Man's from there. I don't really...
the dwarfs are.
Yeah, the dwarves definitely.
You find out they are.
But he's also making the dwarves, so I don't know.
It gets confusing.
How that works.
That's where it gets confusing.
Yeah, like I said, this leaves you with more questions than it answers.
For that one.
Yeah, I don't really know because they don't really spend much time in the red planet per se in the movies.
Oh yeah, but it's cool when you go there.
It's cool, yeah.
Do you notice in I think the first or second movie, the sphere that chases one of the people has a red, it does a POV shot, but it's all red.
Oh, yeah.
So you can see the point of view of the sphere. I wonder if that has anything to do with that red planet.
It might.
Because they're both red, but...
Yeah.
This is me speculating.
Ravager had that red spear.
Yeah.
With all the spikes on it.
Well, is there any final thoughts or anything else you want to talk about on the franchise?
I definitely recommend this franchise if you haven't seen it. Strap yourself in though, because it is, like you said, the road trip from hell.
Yeah, and, it's definitely kind of like this trippy franchise.
It's
that
weird.
You should definitely partake if you can.
Definitely, it doesn't make a ton of sense, but it doesn't have to. It's still a very effective, franchise on its own. It's a lot of fun. I mean, Reggie can never get the girl.
Yeah, that's
we got to mention that. Reggie can never seal the deal. Never seal the deal.
Close in Ravage.
He did come close.
Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn.
He fell asleep.
Yeah, can never seal the deal. That's another kind of running trope that's funny. Yeah, I definitely recommend it. It's fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's very unique. It's kind of its own, almost like genre, I would say. It doesn't really fit neatly into one category of horror. It's like it's not a slasher. It's not really. I don't know what you would call it, but
it's almost like a dream. Like when you watch it, it feels like a dream because, like I said, the idea came from a dream. So
yeah.
And I want to say I have a theory about this franchise.
Oh yeah.
I will cover like right now.
Yeah,
we're talking about.
Go for it.
It came to me earlier. Since I said it feels like a dream. Well, maybe that's the whole point of the dream, like the whole point of the franchise. It is a dream because it came from a dream.
I could definitely see that.
So, maybe a dream within a dream. I don't know. That's just some theory I had, but
that makes sense. Definitely makes sense.
But anyway, is that all you want to cover on the Phantasm franchise?
Phantasm, like I said, I definitely recommend it.
I definitely recommend
4
it
stars.
as well.
Check it out.
Yeah, I agree. 4 stars. It's definitely one you need to check out. It's on streaming, I believe, Tubi.
It was on Tubi.
Pluto,
probably
it's on
Pluto
there
as well. Except for the second movie, for some reason, the way the second movie is produced, they don't have the rights to it for whatever reason.
Yeah, second one, good luck. You might just have to.
I don't know where you can watch the second one, honestly.
Yeah, maybe Hulu. I don't know, but yeah, definitely check out the Phantasm franchise. It's totally worth it. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe let me know what your favorite Phantasm moment is in the franchise. But I will see you in January. Have Merry Christmas.